just a little more air as the smoke comes up and the room gets clouded. Soon you'll be left with nothing.
Okay, I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. I just came in from the crazy wind outside. I was just kind of having stuff pop in my head, like music-wise. That happens to me randomly. I did this a little bit ago, and then I switched back, but I think I'm going to switch my sounds. I thought what I'd do is open up the song from yesterday, which is what I just did. I just turned off a bunch of plugins on this like harmony vocal and turned on the input monitoring so I could talk. Mute the vocal. So I don't want to totally like destroy this mix or anything. So I'm going to just not save anything, but I'm going to, all right, you know what I'll do? I'll duplicate this drum track. I'm going to mute the original. I want to just change out the drums because that right there is going to massively change the sound. Once I do that, I'm then gonna see how everything kind of feels. Yeah, I just want to find a drum sound that's gonna match the ability to punch through, but I want to use Superior Drummer 3 because the drums are just so much more realistic. All right, let me just put a random one on. It doesn't really matter as long as I get the plugin loaded. So that's a little punchy in a bad way. A whole bunch of stuff I can go for preset-wise to kind of figure out where I want to go. Let me just load random ones until I like something. Let's see. None of these are exactly kind of like sound I'm leaning towards in my head. Let me check this out. Let me throw on, does he have a tape sim? It's not too bad. It might actually make it sound louder while weirdly making it less loud because it's like boosting harmonics. Though I think it actually eats some of the, I'm gonna go with no. Okay. I got headroom, so what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try the plugins I've got chasing Modern and Massive, because without these plugins, Modern and Massive sounds like ass. They've got it so the gain comes out to like clipping, so it sounds super loud, but when you actually put it at a reasonable level for gain staging, it's actually not that great. Yeah, soloed, you're like, oh, that's a nice punchy kit and blah, blah, blah. But then it sucks. So that's why what I do, you know what, it'll be easier. I'll just reload this thing. So that's massively super loud. And it's making my output gain go above 0. That's no good. No bueno. The input on my compressor here is -5 something, and then output is does have a big ass rim shot sound on E1. All right, good to know. All right, so the cymbals suck. let me fix that. All right, so just reduce all the cymbals around -5. That's not a big problem. I want to see if I change this snare out. So I'm currently GMS brass piccolo. I wonder if I get a different sound if I go down to the... I'm going to save this. What is this kit? Now I got that whole thing saved. I'm going to close this session out and open up a new one. So I am immediately going to swap out on both of these drum tracks. So one is just going to be my metronome loop deal, and then the other one is the one I used to track on. All right, so that should swap that over. There it is. Okay, and now I'm just going to jump onto the guitar. I'm using a wireless even though I'm sitting right here because my chair has wheels and over the wire, and it's kind of a pain. So I'm not going to do too much messing around, I think. So I'm going to just start tracking. Set the tempo. As far as getting this amp to sound like what I want it to, let me loop this. Just need a little less low end and less gain. once again, those things are usually way too high when you get something, because they just want to sound impressive when you first turn it on, but it's a detrimental thing to the mix. So that's stereo because I've got a delay going on the one side, so it pings it to the opposite end, and then like the delay makes it sound like I did it in 2 takes, but it's actually just 1. You know what? I might be only going for that, and I think I'm just going to do an overdub in the chorus with a clean sound. It'll just come in the chorus, ping a little over there, and I'm good to go. I think that's it for guitar, save for the guitar solo I'm about to do. Could I hit the right buttons here? That would be great. Major keys, so it's hard not to make it sound overly happy, but just threw in a couple little like bends and harmonized. So I'm still not wanting to go heavy, but just out of curiosity, I want to see what the MIDI things sound like in the chorus. It's just root notes on quarter notes. Or no, was I doing 1/8 notes? Yeah. And if they suck after I add the drum part here, I'll take it out. But for right now, I'm gonna do the drums and see what this is like. Let me see. I want to see how these, especially in the verse, I made sure to do a lot of ghost note, like bouncing stuff. So I want to see how this sounds. I kind of like these drums because unlike Modern and Massive, if I rush the fills like I typically do, it's not so freaking choppy because they're not so punchy. They are, but not like with that clicky sound. I feel like I just want to try a few other things just in case. Sounds like ass. I don't know. This sounds good to me. This actually might even be more what I was hearing in my head. It's like just more raw. Levels look good. Let me listen to the solo. Kind of like that. Okay. I got the other preset, which is fine. Rock brass. But I'll just save a new preset. I can use the other one for stock music. That's the thing I do. Alright, I am back. Got lyrics here, and no idea what I want to do as far as melody goes, but so that was cool. Good. I'm probably going to throw a bit less effect on my vocals too, so I'm just going to kind of leave them raw, save for like maybe a little clip distortion and compression, and that's probably going to be about it. So yeah, I just feel like I want to reset, go back to some easier stuff. I did overdub in the chorus, but mainly one guitar pass, and I just put it stereo. The way I do that, like I said, is you've got to pan it, and then one side is going to be delayed by a millisecond, and use a different sound on each side. It just adds that separation. Yeah, the drums, I just feel like I wanted a more natural sound. The other one I was doing was kind of also like a little big, like the Modern Massive kit, less snappy, so it was better, but I was like, you know what, I just want to go more. So this is a good choice. The vocals are done. The lyrics are right here on my phone. They're going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. I think I said a few extra words or did some things because I just do that, but they're close enough. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. It's a big paragraph, and it's just a list of places I'm available if you want my music. The top thing I've got in my description box is there as just a link. It's a resource, and I say in the beginning of the video it's Christian rock. I don't then go on about it because that's not my thing to do so. At the end of the videos, though, I just mention that's there. It's really good teaching. It's objective teaching. Every other thing I see is subjective teaching, and that just means they're importing something and twisting the meaning. But this objective thing is just, what does this actually say? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages, and just teaching only with nothing else added. So I think it's a breath of fresh air from every other thing I see, honestly. So check it out if you want to. That's why I put it there. I write a song every day. I come out here. I'm not really worried about being the best there is, or even if I'm the worst there is. I don't care. I just want to write music because I like doing it, and I do it all day long. So yeah, this is done. I'm just kind of going for a new sound. So if you're not used to that, I do that every so often. I've just kind of been stuck on the one sound for a last couple albums, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to reset. I used to do like every album, I just like completely change my sounds around. And just kind of like as I learned to mix the stuff, master it, and not have it sound like crap, kind of like got to a point where I was like, oh yeah, this sounds really good. But I do want this natural sound, but just mixed well. That's the qualification right now. I'm gonna have to listen with the vocals in. I can't do that with input monitoring on. I should probably just make another track, but whatever. Anyway, I'm done. I'll put the song up so you can see the finished product, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Just a little more air as the smoke comes up and the room gets clouded. Soon you'll be left with nothing. Such an rubble later. Was this your whole life, or just more stuff piled up? Either way, it's gone. Well, settling now will become what you feared all along. When the world is on fire and the rain is heavy, steam's all you gain and it vaporizes. Smells of ash and smoke, and then comes the pain. Hey, yeah, so hold on tight. Hey, yeah, well, hold on tight. Worst kind of person, never shows fear, never resigned, never gets nailed. Only for themselves, only for the plot. Who knows if they're alive? Who knows if they died? Have you separated? No, this is all just lost. Nothing here can last it all. Stop selling out your heart. Hey, it's just a little more bare as the smoke comes out and the room falls down. Soon you'll be left standing, touching your memory. Later, was this your whole life, or just a little more stuff piled up? Either way, it's gone. Settling now will become what you feared all along. When the world is on fire, the rain is heavy, steam is all you'll gain. Reverse the norm, fire quenches rain, and then comes the night. Hey, so hold on tight. Hey, oh, so hold on tight when the night comes. Worst kind of person, never shows fear, never lets on, never gets rid. All I thought themselves, all I thought the bloody knows if they're alive, who knows if they died. And it's separate, I know this is all I'll say. Nothing